next full day in Boston on the Freedom Trail, which starts here. So basically I've got a walking guide, and I just follow this like track here, and it takes me to all of the different places. We are currently in Boston Common, I think. Yeah, we're in Boston Common, which is huge. And yeah, I basically just have to follow this, and it takes me to all the different places, which is cool. I do need to grab some food at some point because I'm very hungry. But yeah, this is Boston Common, which is absolutely gorgeous. Like, the trees are just incredible. Hopefully you can hear me because there's sirens. So yeah, let's go and wander around Boston and go on the Freedom Trail. Here's the map of the Freedom Trail, which shows you kind of the different places you're going to visit, and then it goes all the way up across the Charles River and all the way up to the top. So it says it takes between an hour and 30 minutes and 2 hours, depending on how long you take to walk and if you're stopping and stuff. So it's well worth doing. It's a free activity. I mean, this was $8, but I think this would be really good because it would just tell me information about each stop. So I'm in Boston Common, and I'm just reading through the pamphlet, and it says the Common was not always a place of recreation. It was also a site for punishments. So it was also home to whipping post and the confining frameworks known as the pillories. So pirates, murderers and accused witches were hung from the tree known as the Great Elm, which is now gone. Mary Dyer and 3 other Quakers who refused expulsion from Boston for their beliefs were also hanged on the Common. So even though it's a lovely place, it does have some history to it. I've also heard that the Common has a lot of bodies underneath it because poor people didn't have enough money to like properly bury their loved ones. So in the night they would come here and bury them, and because there were so many people burying bodies, they couldn't really charge people. So yeah, that's what I've heard about Boston Common. Coming up to our first stop, well, second stop if you count Boston Common as the first one, and this is the Massachusetts State House, which actually has gold on the top. So yeah, it's quite spectacular, to be honest, and there's like lovely floral bits outside. Walking back through Boston Common to our next stop. So it says that the Massachusetts State House was designed by Charles Bulfinch. The State House was completed on January 11th, 1798, and is widely acclaimed as one of the more magnificent and well-suited buildings in the country. The statue house's golden dome is its most distinct feature. Once made of wood, was later overlaid with copper by Paul Revere. So it was covered with 23-carat gold leaf for the first time in 1874 and painted grey during World War II due to blackout orders. The statue house dome was most recently gilded in 1997. Today the Senate House is one of the oldest buildings on Beacon Hill, and its grounds cover 6.7 acres of land. It is under the Golden Dome that senators, state representatives and the governor conduct the daily business of the Commonwealth. The plan is to visit each place, kind of show you it, take a picture of it, and then as I'm walking to the next place, give you a bit of an overview about what the place is about. So yeah, hopefully that works. This is our next stop, which is the Park Street Church. And yeah, it's fairly big actually, but I'm gonna talk to you after because it's very noisy here. Park Street Church, so it says in 1809, 10 people met in a home on Beacon Hill to discuss the organisation of a Trinitarian Congregational Church in this area. In May 1809, the first stone was laid at the corner of Park and Tremont Street, atop the site of Boston's Town Grain Storage Building, or granary, and less than 8 months later Park Street Church was complete. It was designed by Peter Banner. The 217-foot steeple of this church was once the first landmark travellers saw when approaching Boston. A building that author Henry James called the most interesting mass of bricks and mortar in America, as a homage to famed architect Sir Christopher Wren. Park Street Church's lofty architecture reflects an even loftier mission of human rights and social justice. We are at the next stop, which is the Granary Burial Ground, and this is established in 1660. The granary is notable as the resting place of Boston's most famous citizens. Named for the 12,000 bushel grain storage building that was next door, the graveyard has 2,345 markers. It is estimated that at least 5,000 people were buried here. A large mound structure located near the central obelisk that marks the graves of Benjamin Franklin's parents is an infant's tomb where hundreds of children have been interred. There is also an elaborately embellished marker of John Hancock's tomb, a large monument for Paul Revere placed in the 19th century next to a smaller, older slate marker for him, and bookend monuments in the two front corners to represent patriots James Otis and Samuel Adams. Adjacent to the Samuel Adams Monument is the grave marker for the victims of Boston Massacre: Crispus Attucks, Samuel Gray, Samuel Maverick, James Caldwell, and Patrick Carr. On the right-hand wall is a plaque marking the tomb of Robert Treat Payne. He, along with Samuel Adams and John Hancock, brings the number of signers to the Declaration of Independence buried in the granary to 3. Okay, so this is next on our stop, and this is the King's Chapel and King's Chapel Burial Ground, and it says in 1688 King's Chapel was established as the first Anglican congregation in New England. So let's go and see let's go and see the other side of it. This is the King's Chapel Burying Ground. So this was Boston's first proper burial ground and the only burial place for nearly 30 years. It boasts a multitude of illustrious residents such as John Winthrop, Massachusetts' first governor, and Mary Chilton, who according to legend was the first woman to step off the Mayflower. Most notable in this site is Joseph Tapping's prominent headstone depicting a skeleton and Father Time battling over the eventuality of death. So the King's Chapel, which is next door, the King's Chapel was established as the first Anglican congregation in New England. The royal governor was unable to purchase land to build a church for predominantly Puritan landowners. Therefore, the first King's Chapel, a small wooden church, was built in 1688 on part of land used as a city burial space. By 1749, construction started on a much larger building to accommodate its growing membership. The present stone structure was built around the original wooden chapel, which was dismantled and removed from the inside. These materials were utilised to build another Anglican church, the Church of St. John in Nova Scott. The congregation hired American architect Peter Harrison to design a church that would be equal to any in England. In 1754, the stone chapel was completed, and the congregation continues to worship in the same building today. Harrison's plans included a steeple which had never been built and a colonnade which was not completed until after the Revolution. The magnificent interior is considered one of the finest examples of Georgian architecture in North America. The church's exterior columns appear to be stone, but in fact are painted wood and cost-saving trump loyal. So yeah, this is the burial ground next to it, and then you've got the chapel, which is like here, and yeah, it's really peaceful in here. It's very yeah, it's really interesting to walk around here. They've kept it really nicely as well, so definitely worth coming and checking out. Also, this guidebook is really good because it has quite a lot of information, which I've obviously never learned before, so I recommend that as well. This is the next part of our stop, which is the Boston Latin School. It was founded in 1635 and is America's oldest public school. At its founding, only white male children could attend the school. So this is actually not This is actually not the Latin School. This is the City Hall. Until the completion of the schoolhouse, classes were held in the home of the first headmaster. Philemon Paramount on School Street. A mosaic and statue of noted alumnus Benjamin Franklin, which is over here, we'll have a look, marks the location of the original Boston Latin schoolhouse, which was completed in 1645. 5 signers of the Declaration of Independence attending Boston Latin: Benjamin Franklin, Samuel Adams, John Hancock, Robert Treat Paine, and William Hooper. But only 5 of the 4 graduated. Benjamin Franklin, though one of America's greatest minds, is also one of its most notable high school dropouts, making the association. The statue of Franklin, sculpted by Richard Greenuff in 1856, was erected. The original school building was torn down in 1745 to make way for an expanded King's Chapel, but the school has continued in different locations. It is currently located in the Fenway neighborhood of Boston, and unlike in the days of the Revolution, it admits children of all genders and backgrounds. So yeah, here is the statue of Benjamin Franklin. Just stopped off for some food, so I've got a salmon with cream cheese bagel and a cup of tea, and yeah, I'm just gonna watch the world go by and then carry on with the Freedom Trail. This is the Old South Meeting House, which was built in 1729 and is the biggest building in all of colonial Boston and the stage for some of the most dramatic events leading up to the American Revolution. So yeah, that's the Old South Meeting House there. We're walking along here, we come to the Old Corner Bookstore, which is actually now a Chipotle. So this is the Old Corner Bookstore here, and this building would become known as the Old Corner Bookstore. Began as an apothecary shop. In 1718 it was built by Dr. Thomas Creese on property that once belonged to the Puritan dissidents. And Hutchinson. So yeah, this is it here. In 1828, a bookstore and printing shop was opened and flourished through 1903. Another thing I learnt back on the tour yesterday was, back in the day, all of the streets were named to represent what was on that street. So for example, Water Street is where you can find water. Milk Street is where you can find milk. So this was also because a lot of people couldn't read and write properly, so it just made it easier for them to find things. But yeah, that was really interesting to know yesterday, and the streets are still the same name at the moment, so yeah, very cool. We're right outside the old State House, but before we go into the old State House, this is the site of the Boston Massacre. This is the old State House here, and then the site for the Boston Massacre is here. So I'm going to explain to you a bit more about it when I'm walking next. I'm going to explain to you about the old State House and also the Boston Massacre. I'm sat outside the next stop, but the old State House stands as an emblem of liberty in Boston for over 300 years. Built in 1713 to house the colony's government, the old State House was the centre of civic events that sparked the American Revolution. In 1761, James Otis rallied against the rights of assistants, general warrants allowing customs officials to search for smuggled goods without specifying the cause or location. In a fiery speech that ignited the colonist rebellion, then and there the child independence was born, John Adams declared. In 1768, the colony's House of Representatives defied the royal governor and refused to rescind their call for united resistance to British taxes. Patriots everywhere toasted House members for their courage. British officials, however, dissolved the legislature and sent 2 regiments of the army to occupy Boston. Less than a decade later, in 1776, the Declaration of Independence was first read to the people of Boston from the old State House balcony, and the building became home to the newly formed government of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Its distinctive cupola was once the tallest point in town, and atop its facade are the lion and unicorn, symbols of royal authority. which were torn down and burned after the Declaration of Independence was read from the building's balcony on July 18, 1776. Today, the old State House serves as Boston's Revolutionary Museum, and it's maintained and operated by Revolutionary Spaces. So that was the State House, and then the Boston Revolution, the Boston Massacre. So the tensions that led to the Boston Massacre began in 1768 when redcoats were sent to Boston to quell a new round of riots after the passage of the town's shed duties and to protect customs officials, with 2,000 soldiers occupying a town populated by approximately 16,000. Fist fights and angry confrontations were inevitable. On March 5, 1770, Private White, on guard at the Customs House in King Street, now State Street, struck young Edward Garrick in the face with the butt of his musket for insulting White's superior officer. White soon found himself surrounded by an angry mob that hurled taunts and snowballs at him. Captain Preston of the 29th Regiment arrived with 8 redcoats to extract White. The troops forced their way through the increasingly hostile crowd, now swollen to several hundred people. According to witnesses, amidst a hail of snowballs and rockets, a club thrown from the crowd struck Private Montgomery, who then fired the first shot. The crowd continued to press on the shoulders and more shots were fired. When the smoke cleared, 5 men lay dead or dying. The Sons of Liberty held funerals for the victims and organised a vigorous propaganda effort labelling the event a horrid, bloody massacre. John Adams defended the soldiers in court, and all but 2 were acquitted of all charges. Today, a ring of cobblestones clearly marks the site of the Boston Massacre. We're at the next stop, which is Faneuil Hall. Faneuil Hall played a vital role in revolutionary politics, was not part of its original plans. Peter Faneuil, a wealthy merchant, built Faneuil Hall as a centre of commerce in 1742. Part of his wealth as a merchant derived from active participation in the transatlantic slave trade, while the market stalls on the first floor house successful shops to this day. It is the second floor meeting hall that has the greater legacy. It was at Faneuil Hall in 1764 that Americans first protested against the Sugar Act and the Stamp Act, setting the doctrine that would come to be known as no taxation without representation. So I've made a bit of an executive decision because tonight I'm going to watch the Boston Celtics, so I kind of want to be awake for that. So we're going to pause the Freedom Trail there because I'm going to do the rest of it on the day that I leave because I have a full day then. So I've probably done about half of it, I would say. Anyway, now we're going to head to Target, look in Target, go back to the hotel, relax for a bit, grab some dinner, and then go to the Boston Celtics basketball game. So yeah, I will show you what is in Target. Okay, so we are in Target, and this is like the little food section. So they've got like these like charcuterie things. They got like loads of nuts and snacks, which we have at home anyway. They have loads of cereal bars, lots of fresh fruit here. So yeah, we're just gonna have a look around and see what there is to pick up. I'm trying to not get too much because I don't have a lot of space to come back with me. But they have a lot of crisps that we don't have at home, and also more crisps. And then over here they have like salads. I always see these salads like on YouTubes and stuff where it's like chopped salad and you just like add the dressing and stuff, so that's pretty cool. And then over here they have like more of the homeware section, so they've got some candles, lots of like command strips. Oh, here they have like the drink things, so they have like Stanley cups here, like these Stanley cups. Not bad actually, $35 to be honest. That's actually not that bad at all. They got Brita water filters, kitchen stuff, kettles, blenders, all the kind of stuff that we have at home. And then they have stationery here and some like party stuff as well. More stationery, colours, cotton pads. Here they have like all the skincare stuff, so again it's behind like glasses and stuff. And then here they have some makeup, so they have elf products, Pixie. Actually it's not split up by brand, it's split up by products. So here they have like face products, they have like lip products, but they're like all different brands, so that's interesting to see because we don't have that in the UK. They have nail products here and like nail kind of like accessories. Over here there's like more food bits. This is not like a massive Target, but they still have quite a lot of stuff. Here they have some like hair care stuff, like lots of different shampoos. And then on the left they have some more hair care stuff, but also like hair dyes, I think. They have some hair tools as well, which is really cool to look at. And then if we move over here, they have some skincare products like body wash and body lotion and stuff. They have some deodorants, toothpastes, Crest toothpaste. They have some mouthwash, toothbrushes, lots of different toothpastes here. And then here they have like shaving stuff for men and women. So yeah, lots of stuff to choose from. They have some holiday things here. Like they have the gingerbread houses, which we don't really have in the UK, so that's quite cool. And lots of holiday treats. And then here's more just like daily stuff like hand wash. They've got some body wash here, which I don't actually need. And then they have all of their vitamins as well. So yeah, I see a lot of people come and pick up loads of vitamins here, but I'm not gonna get any because I don't really need any. They have some women's products, so pads and tampons. And then here's more just like your everyday medicines that you might need, so plasters, that kind of stuff. Here they have some more medications, so Tylenol, ibuprofen, and then here's the more like your, I guess like your protein stuff. So they've got like Tums, which a lot of people pick up actually for like upset tummies, so they're very popular. And then they have kind of like all your protein and stuff. Yeah, so like I said, it's not a very big Target, so they do have kind of things everywhere, but they have some board games here. So they have Yahtzee, Ticket to Ride, Tapple, which is a very popular game at the moment, Catan, Code Names, Jenga, Scrabble, etc. Couples games, Exploding Kittens. And then here they have some more medication, just like cough sweets and stuff. And then at the back here they have some, I guess some like beauty products. So they have like lip masks, got like Christmas gifts, I guess. They have some puzzles here, which are a great idea for like Christmas presents. And then just like toilet paper, toilet roll, storage things like party stuff, washing up stuff. They have baby stuff is all here, so like milk, food, diapers. And then here they have like loads of different cleaning products. So yeah, like I said, it's not a very big store at all, so there's not too much in here, but there are some things. They got a few storage selection here, storage items, and some homeware stuff. And then here they have like some bags and some coolers, and some gym stuff, so they have weights and stuff. And yeah, then they have like their freezers with like ice creams, pizzas, everyday foods. Yeah, so you can definitely come grocery shopping here. They have your tea here, so teas and coffees, and they have like cereal options here as well. And then on your right you have more like your sauces, so you've got like your soups and macaroni cheeses here, your sauces and your noodles, more sauces. So they got the Chick-fil-A sauce, which a lot of people get, peanut butter, jelly, Nutella, bread, all that kind of stuff. And then here is more like baking, so if you want to bake like cookies and stuff, they've got ready-made things, or you can just make up your own. And they also have some dried fruit at the top as well. And they have these are really nice actually. It's only $15, but they're like lights that you can put on your wall, and strip lights as well, so they're pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the drink section. So in the drink section they have different poppy cans, which I might pick up a few to put in my room to have. I really liked this lime one, so I might get a few and take it back with me. And they have all of the different drink sections. They also have like bubbly here as well, and like your cranberry juice and stuff. Then this side they have like coffee and cold brews. They have like all your fizzy drinks, so Pepsi, Cola, 7-Up. And then here is where they have the juices. So they have like orange juice, cold brew, milk. They have your energy drinks here as well. And then here's some Pop-Tarts, which actually I might get some Pop-Tarts because they are yummy. They're not good for you, but they're very yummy, so I might get some Pop-Tarts to take back with me. But yeah, that's pretty much the store, to be honest. It's not a very big store, like I mentioned. It's quite a small store. It's like a little one in the in the main city. But here they have some more body products. They have Dr. Teal's, scrubs, and they have like body washes and stuff, and also some mud masks. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this store. This is like the sweet section. So they have these sweets down here, which are in the boxes, which actually aren't that expensive. And then they obviously have the bigger sharing packs over here. So they've got M&M's, Kisses, Kinder Bueno, Ghirardelli, which I hear quite a lot about. I might get my mum some Ghirardelli for Christmas. They have the True Fruit ones here and the Brookside, which are quite popular. They have Nerds here, Starburst, Skittles, and then on this side is where they have like your dips, your like fast food things. They have some like bacon and kids meals and all your meat over here. Yeah, and then here they have some, I think this is maybe Target owned brand, but I'm not 100% sure, but they have kind of like chocolate covered pretzels, peanut butter cups, sea salt caramels. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a look and then I'll show you guys what I get when I get back to the hotel. Okay, so I'm back in the room and this is what I got from Target. I just got some barbecue chips, crisps. I got this really nice water bottle, which was like $20, I think. And then I got this moisturizer, as I've been seeing it everywhere online. And then from a Christmas shop, I just got this really cute Boston Christmas tree ornament for 2024. And then I had to pick up a postcard and I got this one, which was really cool.
It doesn't sound too bad to get another trophy, and if we're ready to get a win tonight, please make some noise. That's right. Following tonight's game will also be going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Washington Wizards, and the Chicago Bulls. And every time we have an NBA Cup game here at home, we'll be on this beautiful new court. So we're super excited to kick things off. Singing the national anthem tonight, we've got the Marshall High School Choir. And for your entertainment tonight, we got special performances by your Celtics dancers. If you do not want to miss a halftime performance by the iconic, the Red Panda Acrobat. Celtics Nation, are we ready to bring the energy tonight? Let's shout out one more time. Are we ready to bring the energy tonight? That's what I like it. Let's stay as loud as we can be all game long, and let's cheer on our NBA champs. On this note, cue these lights down, get up on your feet, get those hands in the air, and make
of our nation's colors. Tonight, the colors are being presented by the Revere Police Department's Honor Guard. And now, for the singing of our national anthem, please welcome the Marshfield High School Choir. Antonio, number 2, Keaton Wallace. From Australia, number 5, Dyson Daniels. From France, number 10, Zachary Richechet. From Switzerland, number 15, Clinton Capella. And from Duke, number 1, Jalen Johnson. The head coach of the Atlanta Hawks is Quinn Snyder. Daniels.
That's right, Eddie. We are down here with Brian. We're ready to play the market class presented by Big House of Sports. Right, Jim? To win a $5,000 gift card and 12 weapon golf ball. Now you're gonna have two chances to make a full profile. And if that ball goes through the Big House of Sports door, you're gonna be a lucky winner, Ryan. All right, Celtics fans, you think you can do this? Make some noise for him. He has to make that all the way across the court. Ryan, whenever you are ready, make some noise for him, Celtics fans. All right, Ryan, $5,000 gift card. Let's see. All right. Second chance, Ryan. Focus. Here we go. Celtics fans, make some noise for him. Let's see, Ryan. Ryan, come on over. Hey, good job. He's doing try.
Capella. Celtics ball.
from the Celtics game, which was actually really good. I really enjoyed it. It was 4 innings and each inning was 12 minutes each, although it kind of dragged on. So yeah, it was kind of just under 2 hours, or about 2 hours it took from beginning to end, with like half time and everything. But yeah, really recommend it. It was really good. Anyway, I've had a shower, put my pajamas on. Now I've got Hallmark on again because I love the Christmas movies. They're so cheesy and they're great. But I'm gonna have one of my Mike's pastries before bed. So I've got a cupcake, vanilla cupcake, and also a Boston cream puff. So I think I'm gonna have the Boston cream puff, and then I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired. So yeah, I'm gonna end this vlog off here. I've had a really lovely day. It was really nice to do lots of stuff in the morning and kind of have a really nice walk, and then come back, nap, and then go out to a basketball game in the evening.